Hello, everybody. Palm Springs Cindy, and it's been a while because we all enjoyed our Christmas mornings, our Christmas Eves, and spent that time enjoying our family and friends and whatever. So I am glad to be back on YouTube and to upload a new video because I want to share my Christmas and I want to share my New Year's Eve. So for Christmas, my daughter and we always spend a Christmas Eve together. And this Christmas Eve, I was very unprepared. So my daughter came over, and I wanted to make sure that the house was festive and whatnot. But I had made reservations for dinner at a Thai restaurant, Thai Smile, I believe it is. And because she's a vegetarian and I happen to love Thai food. So I thought, well, this will be different. We'll go to a 5 o'clock, 5 or 5:30, I think, church service. After that, we will drive over to the restaurant, and that was like perfect reservation timing, and then come home and open a few gifts. Well, the evening sort of got away from us, so it was later than I had anticipated, and we decided. I said, well, I didn't make reservations for dinner for the first time ever on a Christmas Eve versus cooking at home. So we ended up ordering out for home delivery, and we did it was called Thai pepper or something. Anyway, we both ordered everything we wanted, egg rolls, this and that. I love kung pao tofu, and I like the tofu extra crunchy on the outside. Well, when this arrived, it could not have been more perfect. It was absolutely delicious, and it was steaming hot, temperature hot. So it was so good. And I had the table set, candles lit, Christmas music on. And so even though I didn't cook, and we didn't go to the restaurant, canceled the reservations, it was still a lovely dinner here at home. So we enjoyed the evening. And then in the morning, I had laid out some presents for her. And then we had sort of a lazy morning. I made bagels. I bought those really good, I'm gonna say they're bagels, but I think it was more than a bagel, but I bought it at the bakery at Stater Brothers, and it was like jalapenos and cheese. And anyway, I got a huge one of those. And then I scrambled some eggs and made what we call an eggle sandwich with fresh fruit, with whipped cream and coffee. So that was a nice Christmas morning breakfast. After that, we sort of packed our bags, and we were supposed to be at my sister's. It takes us about 2 hours, not quite 2 hours to get there. And we needed to be there by 2 o'clock, and it was an Italian dinner theme. So the other thing I did that morning was I made a salad I bought those little oblong cherry tomatoes. They were the only ones that had any flavor or deep redness to them at the grocery store. The other ones were barely even red. And so I bought those, and I bought some mozzarella cheese and basil. And so I made a salad with just those 3 ingredients to go with, and I put some salt and pepper. I added some olive oil, and that was like our salad that went with the lasagna and the sausage and everything else Italian. So we had a great Italian. I'm not early dinner and sort of feast on it the rest of the evening, heat it up for leftovers the next day. So it was a lovely Christmas at my sister's, and it was also even more lovely because, my nieces and nephews and grandnieces were there, and it's always fun to be with them. It was a beautiful day, And we sat outside, we sat inside, we played games, we ate, we drank, we talked, whatever. So it was a lovely, lovely Christmas. And then we all spent the night, and she has lots of room, but lots of it, it still means sleeping on the couch and whatever, which I happen to love. It's just more family and more fun. So then the next day we just lounged and hung around, and then my daughter and I spent the night again. And then the next morning we were up and out of there because we are looking, my daughter is thinking about just beginning to start thinking about maybe buying a new home. So we had made reservations with the realtor to look at a house. So anyway, that was kind of fun. So then that brought us home, and I don't know about you guys, but when I'm out, like gone 2 nights, whatever, then I have to sort of veg for another two days or 2 nights once I get home. I just need to shut the doors, turn on the TV, put on something comfortable, and just sit on the couch, unpack at my leisure. And I needed to go to the grocery store and all those good things. So it took me a while to get back on my feet after my Christmas getaway. And, what about you guys? Do you, when you're gone and, come back home, does it take you a while to get your equilibrium like it does for me? Am I the only one? So then my next big thing was tonight, I went to a wonderful New Year's Eve party. Now, one of my lady friends, my gal pals, she's in my book club, and she just lives down. She hosted a wonderful New Year's Eve party. You know how I love going into some of the other homes here at Trilogy Polo, because even though, I'm familiar with the floor plans and the different house models, I'll say, it's still always fun to go in and see how other people have decorated and things like that. Well, I had a big surprise. I brought a little plate of an hors d'oeuvre, as most of us did, and she had all kinds of fun New Year's Eve horns and hats and crowns and whatever. And she had a really nice layout of food, lots of hors d'oeuvres, and then she had orange chicken. Actually, it was like, I'm going to say Asian food. I don't know if it was Thai, but it was fried rice, beef, orange chicken, and of course, plenty of champagne and a nice open bar out in the backyard. Now, I have to tell you about her house. It was so awesome. She has been here 8 years, I guess. She and her husband. And so they bought their home, and after they bought their home, they added on a beautiful pool, a putting green, jacuzzi, outdoor kitchen, gorgeous finished patio. And they have 2 open walls. So like I have the 1 open wall, they have 2 open walls, and a detached casita with its own kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom. Unbelievable. Her house was beautiful. I am. I want your pretty house.
Oh, yeah. Joanne's taking that picture. And you gotta get a picture with somebody.
I'll just go like this. Yeah. Come on. Oh, Brady did. I'll be like, Leo. That's my favorite thing in the world to get a picture taken.
And of course, I loved looking at everything. And she, like I said, she had wonderful New Year's Eve decorations, so it was really fun. And we played a couple games, silly games, but they were fun. And I met a lot of new people. And one of the gals I met, I'm going to have on my channel. Her name is Ursula. And Ursula came from Germany. She was around 10 years old right after World War II. And so she told me a little bit about her, I'm not going to say escape, but kind of. She landed in East Berlin after the war. That's where her family lived. Well, as before the Iron Curtain, but as the writing was getting on the wall, she left her family by herself at, I think she said she was 16. But she said her parents owned a business in East Germany. They owned a bakery. She had, I think, a brother that already was settled. So she said there was really nothing really for her in East Germany. So during this time, you could still get to, East Berlin. During this time, you could still get to West Berlin. So, but it was starting to get hectic. So she left everything behind and she got on like a train or a bus or whatever. She'll tell you the story. And she got over to the American side of Berlin during, right after World War II. And then she told me about how they helped get them on their feet. I'm going to say displaced persons, but how they got them on their feet. It's a fascinating story, and she just told me a tiny bit of it because the party was going and the people were talking, and it was not really conducive to heavy-duty conversation. But I cannot wait to get her on camera. Okay, so that was my wonderful New Year's Eve. I'm home. Poppy is sound asleep on the couch. I'm going to share with you a little bit of the makeup that I put on tonight. You know, that fabulous foundation that I was talking about. I found out it was really a little too light for me, but I am using it almost like a concealer. Well, I ended up buying, oh gosh, hold on. I ended up buying some different foundation. Look at this. This, dark. Glotion. True Match by L'Oreal. And then I'm mixing it with this. So these two. And this, to me, is like whipped cream. It is absolutely wonderful. I love it. It is the True Match Lumi, and it just has that illumination. In fact, I'm going to show you guys this. Pretty dark. Then I have this. And I'm mixing, I don't know if you can see that, mixing these together. And this seems to be a good coverage for me. That's what I have on right now, and I like it. Then I bought this, and I'm loving it, just for a special occasion, for my waterline. Huge crayon. And makes very much of a statement. But for New Year's Eve, I thought it'd be okay. I've got a mirror here, so I'm double checking. Yeah, that's pretty bright. You guys, while I'm sitting here, there are fireworks going on like crazy. And in fact, I'm surprised POPPY isn't reacting. Yeah, that is dried on my hand. And I see how it kind of illuminates. I like that. And then I also bought this purple for eyeliner. And I don't know if you can see it with my pink. This and this. Pink and Violet by Wet n Wild. Let's see. I think that's it. No. I think I used this one and this one and this one. That fell out. I don't use that one. So that was my makeup. And then of course I've got my little false eyelashes on. They're just like 3/4 of a lash. So who knows what 2025 will hold. I know that some of my plans are looking ahead anyway. I want to take more care of myself physically, spiritually, and I want to deepen some newly made friendships. I would like to start thinking in terms of travel, making plans to travel, volunteering, and really sort of, I really need to do some decluttering around my house. When I took down my Christmas decorations, you know, I was boxing them and sort of labeling them, but my garage is just a mess. And really the items in there are too bulky and big for me to shove around. So I need to think about how I want to approach decluttering and decluttering my closet and kind of going through even my garage. And I'd like to start cooking more, taking time to go to the grocery store, finding the ingredients that I need to do some healthy cooking. So those are some of my New Year's resolutions, I'll say. I'm laying on the couch editing the video, and I just remembered that I forgot to include my outfit of the day, the dress that I'm wearing that I wore to the New Year's Eve party. So I'm going to add that. And then I have a cute little video of Poppy that I'm going to add because she's right here, sound asleep, and looks so cute. Hang in there. You're so cozy. You're a cozy girl. Yes, you are. I love you. I love you. Look at that little face, so tie-tie. All curled up on the couch. My little sweet girl. What about you guys? P.S. I love you. Mwah. Until our next conversation. Bye-bye.